Monday the 27th of March 2023. First reading. Reading from the book of Daniel. In Babylon there lived a man named Joachim. He had married Susanna, daughter of Hilkiah, a woman of great beauty, and she was God-fearing, because her parents were worthy people, and had instructed their daughter in the law of Moses. Joachim was a very rich man, and had a garden attached to his house. The Jews would often visit him, since he was held in greater respect than any other man. 2 elderly men had been selected from the people that year to act as judges. Of such the Lord said, "Wickedness has come to Babylon through the elders," and judges posing as guides to the people. These men were often at Joachim's house, and all who were engaged in litigation used to come to them. At midday, when everyone had gone, Susanna used to take a walk in her husband's garden. The 2 elders, who used to watch her every day as she came in to take her walk, gradually began to desire her. They threw reason aside, making no effort to turn their eyes to heaven, and forgetting its demands of virtue. So they waited for a favorable moment, and one day Susanna came as usual, accompanied only by 2 young maidservants. The day was hot, and she wanted to bathe in the garden. There was no one about except the 2 elders, spying on her from their hiding place. She said to the servants, "Bring me some oil and balsam, and shut the garden door while I bathe." Hardly were the servants gone than the 2 elders were there after her. "Look," they said, "the garden door is shut. No one can see us. We want to have you, so give in and let us. Refuse, and we will both give evidence that a young man was with you, and that was why you sent your maids away." Susanna sighed. "I am trapped," she said, "whatever I do. If I agree, that means my death. If I resist, I cannot get away from you. But I prefer to fall innocent into your power than to sin in the eyes of the Lord." Then she cried out as loud as she could. The 2 elders began shouting too, putting the blame on her, and one of them ran to open the garden door. The household, hearing the shouting in the garden, rushed out by the side entrance to see what was happening. Once the elders had told their story, the servants were thoroughly taken aback, since nothing of this sort had ever been said of Susanna. Next day a meeting was held at the house of her husband Joachim. The 2 elders arrived, and their vindictiveness determined to have her put to death. They addressed the company, summoned Susanna, daughter of Hilkiah, and wife of Joachim. She was sent for, and came accompanied by her parents, her children, and